Today we're going to talk sewing plans for the summer, my summer sewing wish list. Why is that such a mouthful? I am working on another sewing projects video for you guys, but I really was just feeling like I need a few more days to adequately finish those things and put that together for you guys so that I'm not rushing my projects and not making them sloppy. So more sewing content is on its way. But in the meantime, let's talk about what I hope to get up to this summer. I anticipate that I might get to about 50% of these, and that's why it's a wish list. And likewise, not everything that I make will end up in a video. Some of it will, some of it might just end up being an Instagram post. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. If you are new here, which, sorry, weird first video to click on. Hello, my name is Melody. I make videos about customizing your wardrobe, creating costumes, and generally just being a crafty woman. You can also find me getting up to those same nefarious activities over on Instagram. We're gonna start up here, shoved on top of this shelf. I have a couple different knit fabrics. Oh wait, is that another one? Hold on, how many do I even have? Okay, well, I have more knit fabrics than I realized, and why are they in such similar colors? What can I say? I like brown. So I have a bunch of knit fabrics that I would like to make myself more loungewear with. Living in a basement apartment, it can be pretty cold year round, especially in the summer with the AC blasting upstairs. We can't regulate ours separately down here, so it gets pretty cold, and I just want something that feels separate from my pajamas, but is still comfortable and flexible. So I really want to clone some of my loungewear pants, the ones that I wear the most. So I'm thinking that's what this rust color and blue color will be for. I don't know about this one. Do I want to make pants out of this? Not really. This one I would like to make some kind of long duster cardigan with. I really like the kind of looser knit of this. I think this would be really nice. Oh yeah, because it's a little bit see-through, but I like that. I think that would be nice for a long duster cardigan, again, to wear around the house, something cozy, but that is still dressed enough that I could leave the house in it if I needed to and not feel too weird about it. I do have also a couple of knit fabric scraps from previous projects, like larger chunks that I'm thinking about trying to turn into little tank tops. We'll see. I'm contemplating doing a whole video with knit fabrics even though they are my weak spot. I'm not very good with knit fabrics, which is all the more reason to practice and keep making stuff with them. All right, moving on. This random cat fabric. Cats are fine. If I see a cat, I will pet it if it lets me, but I'm not like a cat person, you know, so I'm contemplating making this into something to gift someone. We'll see. I think I need to just like make something with this and get it out of my stash. Oh, this. I mentioned in my last video that I want to rework the long skirt I made out of this fabric into a dress with some lace trim, kind of more of that 70s prairie look, bordering on like a gunny sacks type of style. So this is the extra fabric from that. If I have time, I would like to get around to doing that this summer. So that goes in the bin. This cutie patootie little periwinkle fabric, I've been meaning to turn into some shorts or maybe a skirt for the last couple of years. Just like a really cute little ruffly mini skirt or like a looser fitting flowy pair of shorts. I don't love shorts, but I think that would be more of like an around the house comfy pair with an elasticated waist, but I don't have a lot of it. So hold on, how much do I have? It should be enough to make little shorts. That's almost a yard, right? I don't know. Listen, I studied psychology, not math, okay? Gotta use it this year, I gotta use it. These two, I am not sure that I'll actually get around to using this summer. I'm contemplating making a matching top for the skirt I made out of this fabric last summer. I don't know. This is one that I'm not too pressed about getting around to. Could be cute to make a matching top, but I don't need to. This has been in my stash for an embarrassingly long time. At least 10 years. And for at least 5 of those 10 years, I've been meaning to make some kind of little summery top out of it. I'm thinking maybe a milkmaid top. I just really like how much this reminds me of like the blue and white China pattern. I know that there's a name for it and I always forget it. I learn it and then I immediately forget it. I do really like blue and white together for the summer. This is a chunk of linen fabric I got from a friend a couple years ago. Thank you for the fabric. I always love getting hand-me-down fabric. fabric. I love it. Like free fabric, heck yeah. Okay, I have less of this than I was thinking. I was thinking it would be cool to make some kind of little pinafore dress, but I don't know that there's quite enough of that here. I could make a gathered skirt out of this. It would be like a midi length and not super gathered. I think I could make a skirt out of this. I can squeeze a skirt out of this. I am always trying to squeeze clothing out of smaller pieces of fabric than I ought to. I think it's doable. Some kind of skirt. I just think it would be nice to have a skirt or a pinafore in something that is like this sturdy fabric that I could easily just do my housework, do my gardening, and not be concerned so much about it getting roughed up or dirty. This blue fabric is another one that has been in my stash for way too long. Like, what's the normal length of time that you guys keep stuff in your stash? Is there no limit? I don't know why I start to feel guilty when stuff has hung around for too long, even though it's like, what if I just like the fabric and no idea has come forth yet? It's probably fine for me to keep it indefinitely, but when it gets close to 10 years, that's when I start feeling guilty about it. That's definitely guilt I don't need to have, because that's a silly thing to feel guilty over. But anyway, this is one that I have also had for a very long time. I initially wanted to make a button front skirt with it. I don't know that I would wear something like that frequently enough to justify all the effort of making it. I think what I would like to make instead is a casual pair of pants that look kind of like jeans, but obviously this is not denim. A couple of years ago, I saw a young woman wearing a pair of pants that were jeans, but kind of not jeans. Like they were a looser fit and the back of the waistband was elasticated and the front had the zipper closure. And I thought they just looked so nice and put together, but still comfortable. And that's kind of what I would like to try making with these. I haven't done much in the way of pants. I don't think I've made pants at all yet, actually, which is why I'm gonna start with cloning my loungewear pants, like with the stretchy knit fabric, before I move on to trying things with structured button zipper closures and all of that. But I would like to venture into trying to make pants. Over here is like more lining fabrics, things I haven't gotten to yet. Oh, but this. Okay, this is a summer project that I've been wanting to do. This is a giant tablecloth made of linen with some little embroidered flowers all over it that I got as a hand-me-down from my stepfather. It belonged to his parents and it's from Belgium. I don't know if they got it in Belgium or if they bought it and it just happens to be from Belgium. I'm not sure. I know that they traveled a bit. It's not like some super special heirloom thing. It's not precious, but I do think it's kind of cool that it has a little bit of family history. So I would like to make this really lovely linen fabric into a summer dress. And I have enough of it to make probably 2 dresses. So maybe I could dye one of them another color. And again, this is not like a super special family heirloom type of thing. When they gave it to me, they knew I would be cutting it up to make things out of. And a dress can still be passed down if down the road my children or grandchildren want it. Again, it's not like a super special thing, so please no one be worried that I'm cutting up some super special thing. It's more just like, oh, that's kind of cool, it has a little bit of history, but things are meant to be used, and I'm gonna use this for some really nice fabric. These are my scrap piles that are gradually dwindling. I'm working on them. And in the realm of thrift flips, I have a couple things I would like to do. I have a few things I would like to do. Again, who knows if I'll actually get to them. One of them being making this thingy a more usable beach cover-up. That's why I initially thrifted it. I got this at the Goodwill bins in the Outer Banks. I love the embroidery on this. I think it's so lovely. That's why I can't part with it. I keep thinking I should donate this because I'm not using it, but I really like this embroidery. It is just too short to use as a cover-up. It hits at a really weird point on my hips. What I would like to do is add another layer to the skirt underneath just so that it comes down longer. That way it can actually be usable. This backpack started out as a sweatshirt that I bought for my husband when we were still just dating, and the quality was so bad that I just couldn't gift it to him. I requested a refund and then they sent me another sweatshirt. So I don't know. I mean, he wears the other one, but then I ended up with 2. So anyway, this one I turned into a backpack. I don't use the backpack. So I would like to try turning this into some kind of little summer top. I've been meaning to for a few years, so I think it's either do or die this summer. If I don't, I probably should just get rid of it. So what I've been meaning to make out of this for a few years is just a little summer top. I'm thinking asymmetrical, like a one shoulder type of thing. I think that would be fun. I don't know how much I would wear it, but I just kind of need to complete the idea, you know? This is a skirt that I thrifted last year. Why did I do that? I think because I like the fabric. I think it's funky. It is a very cheap, super cheap, crappy fabric though. But I would like to make something for the summertime out of this. I'm not sure what. I could make a little halter neck dress. I think that would be cute. Maybe I'll put this on my Instagram stories later and you guys can tell me what you think you would make out of this. I initially bought this long sleeve top because I really like all the pleating down the front. I think it's lovely in its design, but it is just a little bit too big. It doesn't really look good on me. But I think why I bought it was because this pleating on the front reminds me of a tank top that I almost bought last summer. It would have been new from American Eagle, and then 2 months later, by the time I decided, you know what, I think I want to buy this tank top, it was out of stock. So here's your reminder, it's okay to buy things new if you are just in love with it and you can think of all kinds of different ways to style it. Because I do this thing where I see something that is new and I think to myself, no, but like, what if I could thrift it or what if I could make it? And then months go by and I'm still thinking about this item. And at that point, I've missed it. I've missed it completely. So I would like to try recreating that top using this, you know, scaling it down to just be a little tank top using that pleating design on the front, because I still can't get that tank top out of my mind and I'm still mad at myself for not just buying it. I would have worn the crap out of it. I would still be wearing the crap out of it. It's adorable, but I got too much in my head about sustainability. And lastly, if I get around to it, I have some more denim scraps that I would like to make another vest out of, because I have the one that I made in a dark wash denim last year, but I would like to have one in a light wash denim. It does kind of crack me up that I keep seeing like these denim vests at Walmart that just look so poorly made, and truly sewing has ruined shopping for me because every time I look at them, I'm like, man, I really like that. I'm not paying $25 for a Walmart quality vest when I could spend, honestly, too many hours, way too many hours, making my own. Yeah, here's my basket full of stuff that I hope to get around to this summer. Last summer, I put so many things on my calendar and in my schedule, trying to keep myself busy, thinking that that would help stave off the inevitable summer seasonal depression that I get. The heat really takes it out of me. But this summer, I am putting as little on my planner as possible. I really want to prioritize time spent with my husband and with my family and time spent sewing. I want to do a lot of sewing this summer and hopefully a good bit of reading as well. I'm hoping to just take things a little bit slower this summer, work through some projects that I've been meaning to get to. So let me know what's on your summer sewing wish list. Are any of yours similar to these? Do you have something totally different you're working on? Maybe it's just one big project. I do have a couple big projects as well that I didn't mention here, but anyway, we'll get around to it in due time. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me today. Subscribe if you feel like it. If you don't, that's cool. I get it. And like I said, more sewing content is coming very soon. I just need a little bit more time to adequately finish those projects. So I will see you when I see you. All right, bye. But if I lay down and I play dead